Hi, and welcome to the Goldstone Financial Group's daily broadcast podcast. Well, as you get closer to retirement and start developing a plan, you might wonder if all of us are the same, or maybe there's different plans for different people. Here's Goldstone's Michael Pellegrino.
That's where some of the cloudiness is. Now, going back to annuities, does it make sense for everybody to have an annuity? No. Does it make sense for everybody to have a stock? No. Does it make sense for everybody to have a mutual fund? No. It goes back to, what's the best thing and the best design for that particular client.
But there is a strategy that can fit just about anybody.
Well, you're kind of bringing up a good point. And let's just do something hypothetical really, really quick, because you're kind of leading a good area here. What? Let's just say somebody had $100,000, and just for all, and this is not a recommendation for anybody that's out there. This is just like a little bit of a hypothetical exercise. But let's just say this person had $100,000, and we identified that it should be broken up into 4 quadrants, right? 25%, 25, 25, and 25. And there was a determination, take 25% of that and allocate that to a hybrid annuity.
Okay.
Take another 25% and let's allocate that to, let's say, maybe corporate bonds paying dividends, maybe 3-4% a year.
Right.
Take the other 25%, maybe we use this a little bit more growth driven. We're going to buy some large cap mutual funds, small cap, mid cap, things like that. So we're looking for a little bit more growth, and we're okay with some fluctuation on that part of the portfolio. And then we also identify high quality stocks that are paying a dividend. Right. So we know that in the one quadrant, that with the mutual funds and the stock, they are going to be subject to fluctuation. With the stock portion of that, we are going to obviously get paid a dividend, so we can use that as part of our income stream. As I said before, like the corporate bonds or what have you, and again, let's say they're paying 3-4%. Well, we have that dividend payment coming over there. Corporate bond face values could fluctuate, but if you hold them typically to maturity, you'll get your money back. And we do carry something called default risk on corporate bonds. But then on the annuity side is, as we were saying before, is not going to make all the up of the market, but it also has that downside protection.
Right.
So you can see this blending inside of there that could potentially be good for somebody. Some money is just paying dividends, some money has protection, some money has risk. But it's blended up, so each one is kind of complementing each other. Every situation, circumstance. I sat down this past week with a lady who was referred from a client of mine that's been a client for about 6-7 years now, and unique situation, not retiring for about 7-8 years. But a third of her income in the future was going to come from real estate. They own property. Right? And this property is giving them cash flow.
Right.
A third of it was going to come from Social Security, and then the final third has to come from their investments. Now, does every single person out there listening have that type of situation?
No.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
The Goldstone Financial Group is ready to help with securing your financial future. And really, what could be more important? To set up a time for a complete financial review, just call right now 800-998-2622. And remember, there is no cost and no obligation for this review. 800-998-2622. This podcast is a presentation of the Goldstone Financial Group. I'm Bob Brinson. Thank you for listening.